Hi. Hey guys, today, I went for a shower and I took off the pair of pants I was wearing and I smelled it. I do smell my clothes when I go to shower to see if it's time to wash them. And it was. And unfortunately, I was trying to make an appointment, and so I didn't have any pants that smelled okay, except I had one pair with beat up knees, big holes in the knees, and I hadn't been wearing those because it's cold now. It's fall here, and my knees would get cold with those big holes. But I decided it'd be okay if I put on pajama pants that didn't have holes in the knees to keep my knees warm, and then put the jeans on over them. And that worked out, I think, okay. When I see fashion, I see that there are jeans that seem to have been deliberately, well, they have sewn, made with deliberate holes in them. And sometimes the manufacturer in that hole will sew a piece of cloth, of a different cloth than the denim of the jean. It's fashionable, and I kind of felt like, okay, if I have jeans with holes in the knees and a different material showing underneath, that is sort of fashionable. I will say my holes don't look as good because they're really torn. The fabric's kind of hanging loose. They're not like the holes in jeans that were deliberately made that way with holes. But they served, when I say I had an appointment, it wasn't one where I had to look, super spiffy. So, I mean, I always try to look my best, but what I define as my best is not necessarily conventional. In fact, I'm pretty open minded. I mean, if I hadn't had any jeans, any pants to wear, I would have probably just put on a couple of pairs of pajama pants and worn those. I say a couple because it's cold and one pair probably wouldn't be enough. But anyway, here's what I ended up with. Anyway, you can see the jeans and then the pajamas underneath and the shoes. And like I say, it probably doesn't look that great. One thing is that I'm fairly slim, and it does feel like when you keep your weight down and you're slim, you can wear a lot of different things and still feel kind of confident. Clothes just fit better, and you just look a little somewhat better by being slim. So that helped, but I don't know. Um, Maybe it would work for you. I am not that inhibited. A lot of people would not wear pajamas out into the world during the day, and they might not wear them under something like I would. But if you can kind of somehow muster up, well, I think people might be willing to do it, except maybe they're afraid people will make fun of them and they won't know how to answer back. Um, I don't know. I I don't worry too much about people making fun of me. I mean, if someone made fun of me, I just say, "Well, I ran out of pants," or "It was cold." A lot of times I'll come back with a really literal reason for why I did whatever they're making fun of. But yeah, I'm a very intelligent person. I could really usually reply back and kind of defend myself. I don't get made fun of very often. Maybe people might be afraid to do it. I mean, I get made fun of online by people who don't give their real name, and I mean it's okay. Being made fun of, it's just words anyway. But yeah, if you do different things, like I do some things that are kind of different, kind of exotic. Uh, a certain number of people, I think small-minded, just don't want you to do those things. Maybe it's because they're not brave enough to do anything different themselves. A lot of people, in my mind, are kind of conformists, and so it upsets them when anyone else does do anything different. But actually, this felt pretty good. This felt kind of fashionable in kind of a street fashion type way, and it was warm and comfortable. So it really worked as a solution for me.